Alright, fuckers, welcome back to practicing, fundamentals, artwod, beginner roadmap. I'm doing the grind node. Draw along with me. Here's your call to action. Draw 15 boxes and 15 cylinders in 2-point perspective. They must all share the same horizon line, but you can choose their vanishing points. Basically, this is a really good exercise at the next step in the grind node towards drawing believable things in a scene, essentially, right? Drawing things that look as if they are believable within the same scene. But apart from that, I have a very funny story that just happened. I got a call from fucking Rogers. If you don't know, Rogers is a giant, scummy piece of shit telecom company in Canada. Canada has the worst telecom companies in the fucking world. But yeah, I got a call and the lady was just like, "Hi, are you satisfied with your Rogers like service? You know, we're doing a discount and shit, right?" And she does her whole spiel. It goes on for maybe a minute or so, and I just respond. I just respond with, "I actually currently don't have anything related to Rogers services. I'm not paying for anything, right? Because I'm not." And then she just hangs up. Maybe it was funnier while it happened, but it made me laugh a lot. And I'm laughing a lot while saying it. It was fucking hilarious. You just hear beep, 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 and the call cuts. I was like, wonderful. This is customer service professionalism at its finest. But yeah, that was a nice little hashtag Viggy excerpt, right? Is that what it is? A Viggy excerpt? But either way, I am very excited to, because I actually have a couple things in the scene in mind that I want to draw, but we will see how it goes. But yeah, draw along. Draw along. That is the main call to action. I don't give a shit if you do draw what I require you to draw, or I encourage you to draw, which is the fundamentals. But draw along. Keep me on the background. Give me your attention. I laugh, but seriously though, just mute me if it's too much, but keep me on. So I want something. Yeah, we could do something like this. This is still 2-point perspective, right? Yeah. Now, what I'm about to do will require a lot of thinking ahead. A lot of thinking ahead. Oh, already kind of fucked that one up. Right? Because this is great. Now it's really just scenes. We are drawing scenes. Right? So, I'm trying to think. If that's my vanishing point, I need something here. This is great because it's gonna train me to not be a little bitch and to draw. We will see how it goes, obviously, but I am excited. And then we have something where we can possibly. This is the fun part, right? Because I'm aiming for roughly this type of vanishing point right around here. Here's where I can. Okay, because I have to, again, it has to be placed properly. It has to be placed really properly. So I'm going to take my time thinking about this and visualizing this to the best of my ability. Okay, so we can do something like that. Okay, so not bad. Ended up being pretty okay. And then we can have this, right? And this is the difficult part because obviously I have to fix an ellipse here. Maybe I'll have it come down a bit more. But I have to fix an ellipse here. So it has to be something like. Oh, that was a bit of a fuck up, but it's fine. It's a very difficult angles. I hope you can kind of see what I'm doing now. Hopefully. Right? Because again, I am. This is a giant experimentation. And let's see how it goes. Right? And then we can have this. Well, if this is the length here, then we can just have this come down right around so. And okay, what about this though? So I can have this, right? Because again, we are coming down that way. But the whole point of what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to prove to myself and to whoever's watching, right, is that you can draw interesting things and recognizable things. Oh, that was a fuck up of a line. Purely through boxes and cylinders. Right, that's the whole point I'm trying to make to myself. Wait. So. Okay, and then. So that. We just go out a little. Yeah. And that has to. Cool. I don't know why I did that actually. That's a mistake. But we can just reinforce that mistake by doing this. Right? But now again, this is quite a strong convergence. Is it starting to make sense? Is this starting to look like something to you? Possibly. But most likely not. And obviously we want to also have diagonals. Right? We are again making things. Let's see. Okay, so it's further away here, I guess, is where I ended up making it, right? Cool. So I fucked it up a little, but that's okay. Because seeing that is also part of it. Right? Let's see if I want this. I want the cross section right around there. That was just for my own self. That was just for fun. that is not anything in particular, right? But let's keep going with this. So again, we have it's going like there roughly. Again, these actually aren't even converging properly. See, because this one is kind of there. That one is here. So it could be a lot better. It definitely could be a lot better. The vantage point in of itself has already kind of lost a little bit of its allure, but we are not going to give up just yet. Because we can still keep going. Right? Because again, there you go. Something like that. Maybe that's a bit too much. Maybe that kind of lost its cylindrical appeal. But let's see. And then what would the middle of this be? Somewhere here. We'll extend outward, come up. Still. And this is where fine lines are also very important, right? There you go. And let's just bring this all the way down. Because I do want to make a little bit of a point, I guess, as to the. Again, this is a bit out the power of just simple boxes and cylinders. Right? I think I fucked this up, but it's okay. Just doing my best. Just doing my best. Again, I hope you can kind of tell what this is now, right? Same thing. Again, like we can just keep going, drawing simple boxes and cylinders behind it. I can make like a bigger cylinder this time. It's not as if all of it is going to be perfect. Like this one definitely was not perfect by any means, right? Yeah, by any means, this one is not perfect. But I'm just trying to roughly create that fun little shape. For us all, right? And this is again how we're slowly creating depth. Kind of fucked this up here. Should have been a bit bigger, right? But yeah, I definitely fucked that up. So I should have done that one a lot slower, right? Should have made it a lot more consistent. Because now look, this is going way over there, while this is coming down here. And maybe we can kind of just fraud it a little bit. There you go. Let's see. But now, to make things the same, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Mistakes are mistakes, right? I shouldn't have even gone over that. Really, what I should have done is have thought beforehand, right? Same thing here. Okay, see that can be done. And that same thing. Always got. This is great practice to always be thinking about the convergences. See, but before I even like commit, I need to see, okay, it's going roughly there, so we can make this just slightly longer, right? That's a bit too much. Make it slightly longer again. There you go. That's pretty good. Make that come down. This again has to be much thinner. I need to stop murmuring, but there you go. There you go. And again, for scale purposes, this will be much thicker. If you can't tell what I was kind of trying to make, this is just supposed to be a basketball net. Again, like it isn't one. Trust me, I know it's not one. But that is the general shape idea I had in mind is, hey, with just boxes and cylinders and some cutouts, I guess, like diagonal cutouts, I could technically create a basketball net. Right? Going there. And I'm gonna rest my brain. Wow, that's really fun. That is very, very, very fun. And then we can literally just put this on boxes that are stacked in different directions, because it doesn't really need to make sense in that regard. The whole practice is draw 15 boxes and cylinders in 2-point perspective. They share the same horizon line. They have the vanishing points that I choose, right? So I'm trying to again really reinforce that line that I see, because technically, let's see if that's going there. This is decent. This one, like the bottom, not so much, right? Even this isn't perfect. This should have been converging a lot more, right? But these mistakes happen. It's how you work around them, right? Like this definitely should have been converging a lot more, 100%. Because if this is going like that, but I started with this line, I believe, right? Or yeah, I started roughly around there. So you figure things out as you go. But anyways, I'm gonna rest my brain. I encourage you to do the same. This is my little shtick now, I guess. It's a fucking horrible shtick. I'm gonna stop. But I would love to encourage my audience to rest their rest their brain. So yes. Okay. But maybe I can make this longer, right? Because I don't feel as if... Let's see. Maybe I could make this a bit longer. Actually, this is also misaligned. If you see that now, right? It's okay. Maybe if me just correcting that line made a difference. But yeah, there's still things that are relatively misaligned. I'm just trying to think what I could do beyond this, right? What else can be done? Because I actually want it to be sitting here. Let's just put a cylinder around it. That's always difficult, right? So let's do something like... That's a bit of a fuck up. That's not just a bit of a fuck up. That's a pretty decently sized fuck up. Okay. This one was because I was not envisioning the plane, the grid, as well as I could have. Right? Again, it's going in generally that direction. Same thing here, generally that direction, right? Okay. Maybe that's all I need to do. That's off center as well, right? The ellipse is not centered in line with the very long box. But I think I'll leave that for the time being. We must all share the same horizon line. So I did a little basketball court of sorts. Or not court, the fuck, just net. I know that's not what it looks like. I think this is a bit more accurate. These cylinders definitely don't make much sense. And that's okay. Jesus. We're just trying to ideate. Right? Maybe I can even do something like this. Yeah, actually I think I will do something like this to again reinforce it. And again, I need to keep reinforcing that. Let's see if that's there, then that should be roughly around there. There you go. We need something like and again, this is reinforced like so. Right? I could do the same thing here. See, this is why it's so difficult, is because you have to think about literally everything, which is very profound, right? Very, very deep, I guess. But you do have to really, really think about everything. See, and that's off too. It should not be that. So again, funny enough, these are both off center, but they're off center consistently. So it works in a sense, right? Okay. And again, it's going, again, I really have to envision that vanishing point, right? So there you go. You don't have to make it that long, because again, it's going there. It's all kind of going in that general direction. I just have to bring it just a little bit outwards. And hopefully that works. Right. Okay, so that definitely, you don't see that side. Yeah, again, while I'm doing this, I'm literally thinking about grid line, 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 like all that shit. Just grid, 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 grid. Right? Yeah. So, very difficult. Very difficult. And then we could just add an ellipse. Like so. It's going all the way there. Yeah, that works. That basically is, oh no, that's actually overextended. It's going like that. But that's okay. That's off. That's, what the fuck, voice correct? That is off. Yeah. And then just, for shits, let's just, there you go, like just at the edge, seemingly. Cool, we have a basketball looking, what the fuck this ended up being? It's something, right? So that's pretty cool. At least we've established this thing's little, let's see, like, a vanishing point, and this one roughly, it's more subtle, of course, but it's off the page. Oh, I keep moving the page off center. My bad. Apologies. But let's see. Okay, I'm gonna rest my brain again. Is it time? I guess no, it's not. I didn't really work at that that difficult, that hard. So what else? What else can we do? Oh, we can do this. Oh, I did have an idea to do something like this. So okay, I was thinking of adding. Well, let me start with this. I gotta visualize this a bit properly, right? But might as well start with this. So now we can build scale. I'm just trying to think. Because not everything has to go towards that. This thing can actually go maybe this way. Yeah. And then we can have, yeah, over there. Okay, so something like... So it's a lot closer to us. Right? Vanishing point somewhere there. Somewhere there? Somewhere there. And it's not supposed to be that long. Actually, it should have been a bit more foreshortened, but it's all right. Right. That's okay. This is how it usually goes. And then, same thing here. It's not about being perfect, but it's about being better than you, specifically. Okay, and then we can add... Again, right? We can do something like... See? And then we again reinforce that perspective. Perspective. Like so. And then something here as well, right? So I'm consistently thinking about these grid lines. And yes, it is possible, and yes, you can do it too. Right? This is obviously misaligned and off-center, because I wasn't thinking too clearly about it. But that's part of the game. Yeah! This fucking, what is it, Goofy? Because that's where it should be. Something like that. Nope, that's way too curved. I don't know why I did it like that. I gotta stop murmuring. I don't know. Like, what the fuck is that? Okay. And then we can have... Let's see. I'm just trying to think right now. Technically, I could still do this. Right? But then it has to go over there, roughly. So let's see, something like... something like that. I hope maybe it's a bit clearer now what I'm trying to do. Right. Might be a bit clearer. Clearer. Well, that's off center again, but it's okay. This did not need to converge as much as it did, but that's fine. It's going that way now. Something like that. That's a bit off. It's way more than a bit off, but it is, yeah, it's off. And then we can have just diagonal, right? So if that's how it is, it's going that way, as so. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna rest my brain now. But I hope you're starting to understand. I'm trying, emphasis on trying, to add a bike-like shape. Of course, only using these boxes and cylinders, roughly. But obviously the wheel's way too thick. Still need to work on that. I make my wheels way too thick in general. But yeah, let me rest my brain. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I definitely need to make the wheels thinner. Ends up looking awkward, convoluted, and retarded. All the ED words. And I have an ED right now. Well, it's actually been affecting me for years, but okay. And then we can have a cylinder, right? Connected here. Let's say going like that, right? And then we want to really emphasize that. Something like that, right? Oh yeah, this is gonna be very narrow, so that does work. Okay, I've clearly kind of fucked up the perspective still. Should have made this a bit more narrow, but we can work around it. And let's see. Really, it's actually very difficult right now. I'm losing the focus in visualizing this one and that one at the same time, so I need to reconvene, as I always say. There you go. Still want this to be a scooter, of course, or something like that. There you go. See? That will also reinforce the perspective. But how should I do this back part? I mean, is this really a scooter at this point? No, it's not. What I want to do versus what I actually do. That is the plight of art, right? Oof, that's some good hydration burp right there. I hope you're all hydration burping along with me. But, okay, my mic is still on. Wonderful. I mean, I want to set the scale as well. Maybe instead of just a bike, this can just be random shapes now. So I could maybe do a... then a diagonal, right? It's going that way, so... yeah, we could... we can make these a little bit more interesting now. So I'm not bound by some sort of wheel type stuff. Right. And then okay. Oh, it was too thick back here, but it's all right. And I could just add a cylinder. That is attached, right? Still want to... I kind of fucked this one up as well. But it's okay, like this is how you work things out in art, right? Let's see, and then I can just do a diagonal here. Let's say it goes up all the way over here and comes back out. right? Does it make sense? Who knows? Probably not. But right now we just need to keep all the vanishing points and everything in mind. And there you go. I think the perspective is a bit off here, but I can live with that. There you go. That would have been more accurate if the larger ellipse was like that. But I made it too narrow, which is what caused all these issues. Right, and no amount of drawing over it is gonna fix it, so I'm not gonna do that. But let's see. Yeah, like you see, this one's going that way, it's going this way. So yeah, like lots of perspective errors occurring, right? We can always just put it in a fucking box. That's what I like doing. I like to put shit in a box, so if there is a mistake, if you keep reinforcing that the mistake doesn't exist, then it doesn't exist, right? This is how I liken Master Kim Jong-il did it. He was like, oh fuck, that's a mistake. Alright, time to just put it in a box, or to reinforce shit. That would make it seem not as bad. Right? It did say 15 boxes and 15 cylinders. How many cylinders do I even have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn, how many boxes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's time for more boxes. I guess this is 7 and 8. There you go. So we can just do this now. See, now it doesn't seem that bad. It's still actually pretty wonky. Yeah, this really fucked things up. Really, I really should have paid attention there, but I didn't, so that's on me. Now that's a learning lesson. What is the lesson that I've learned? That I'm garbage and I should never try again. Yeah, these aren't perfect at all. But this is why this is a great exercise. Right? I might do 2 of these. One here and then one on this page and then another one in the back, right? But at the very least it looks as if they're sharing the same scene, which is good. I'm so much more advanced than whatever the fucking that it's asking of me, that I'm almost stuck in my advanced nature. Oh, I'm not that advanced. I'm decent. Let's see. What other item can we put in here? We could just put a shoe in here, right? Put that in a box. Let's see. Could have one like that, and then it's off the page. Yeah, okay. So how can we turn a shoe into just boxes and cylinders? Oh, I could do this. Actually, I need to fucking stop because I keep choosing the same points. Same points. So we need to have one that is maybe right there. No, I already did that roughly here. I guess it's, I mean, there's only so much space that you can choose, right? This one was supposed to be kind of off the page. And I guess it is a little bit, right? But I'm just trying to think out loud. What else could be done? Well, why don't I just put something at the top here? We could have, okay, vanishing point off the page on the left, and then on the right, we could have it like right here. Okay, so I think let's do something like right? This might be very off, but okay, I'm starting to see a little bit more now. Okay, because I guess I'm following it that way. This is not going to be perfect, but I mean, it never is, but this is great learning lesson. Just going to ignore that. This, again, this is pretty advanced in terms of the shit I'm trying to do. Emphasis on try. Okay, that didn't work. I was trying to do an ellipse, right? It's going there, fit inside a box, but obviously that it's cut. But that didn't work that greatly. And my family's home now. You can hear them yelling. Everything is all right in the world. My dad is wondering if his medicine was brought. My mom is wondering why he needs meds. The fucking old ass man. Just stop needing meds, bro. It's simple as oh shit. What the fuck? Where does this go? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is confusing the shit out of me. Oh no, that makes sense. It should have been like that. This is horrible. Not in like self-deprecating, I'm shit kind of way, but just objectively, very, very difficult. Thus, the outcome, of course, because it is difficult, was horrible. Emphasis on the horror. Could probably salvage it a little if I do something like this. And again, it's kind of like right here. So we can just do this. Right? Okay. Yeah, so that's completely off center, and that's just a huge mistake. Which is fine by me. I just need to figure out what I want to do here now. Okay, something like that. And then trying to think, because this is also very off. I'm glad this really forces you outside of your comfort zone, right? But I'm trying to think. I did want something. Ah, okay. I see now what I wanted to do. Okay, something like that. There you go. You probably kind of already know what I'm going to be doing. If it's going like that. Okay, so it's going that way. So oh, I fucking made that way too thick. But it's okay. It's okay. Jesus. Voice crack. I don't even know if I'm doing this fucking task right anymore. Oh no, I'm not. This should have been straight. There you go. And then this should also be straight. Okay. Well, you live and you learn. In my case, I don't learn anything, but I'm living. That counts for something, right? There you go. And basically, the initial idea was a plane, but once this became fucked, everything became fucked. Cool. So now this is just like a cylinder with a fucking little dickhead of a nub or some shit, like literally a fucking penis tip with the propeller. And then yeah, I guess this very difficult to think about. In fact, yeah, very difficult to think about. Fuck it. Let's just do this. This is a difficult line as well. So I think I'll definitely do this twice. Especially because it's actually extremely hard. So starts here, goes here, right? Curves around. And then comes outward. Like so. Obviously it has to be slightly smaller because I assume due to foreshortening. Whether that assumption is correct, who fucking knows? Oh god, I banged my ankle on my on my chair. The wheels that support the bottom of the chair. Painful. See? So that was a fuck up there, right? You know what? It's not bad. It feels good to fuck up. NGL fam. NGL. Okay, that shouldn't be that drastic. It should be something like that, yeah. And this one. Something like that. Okay. That relatively works. I'm just gonna block this out. Or black it out. Because I just want to showcase, even though it's a fucking shitty propeller, a disgrace of a propeller to be honest, it's still something that I want to show that an attempt was made, and I want that attempt to be very clear to myself so I know what to watch out for next time, and to whoever I send this to on the fucking Discord, right? But yeah, okay. Simple shapes, again, simple shapes, so it's not bad. And let's see if we can do anything to make it slightly more complicated. We can do this. I just want to have a couple of these. Oh, see? You see how it gets diagonal? Because I'm losing my, because when another shape is diagonal, it literally causes you to draw it slightly slanted. And then here too. So it's like that. There you go. And these will just be like this, right? Because that is, again, roughly the vanishing point that I've chosen. It's very difficult to envision all of this. Again, I want to make it very clear. It's really hard to see all of this in your mind. Right? Especially with how subtle these changes have to be. I'm sure some of these don't even align with this bottom one. They don't. So again, I really have to pay attention. And you have to keep in mind where the other lines are going as well. See? That's not bad. It's just little things like these that reinforce the perspective, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna rest my brain. And there's only 10 minutes left, so I'll probably add a couple small things around to make this place seem more believable, right? This is obviously way more above and beyond. If anything, actually, I can just add a bunch of boxes and cylinders, here and here maybe, to reinforce it. Probably here on the bottom, right? Just a bunch of tiny boxes and cylinders, give a sense of scale, which is important. We do want to have a sense of scale because right now everything looks like it's the same size, and technically, I guess it is, right? I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. But once I add stuff, hopefully it'll make more sense, right? In these remaining 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, whatever, however fucking long I go. But let me rest my brain. I digress. Jesus, my family, you can never tell if they're talking or arguing. All I hope is that the mic cuts it out, or at the very least makes it sound a lot more pleasing than it actually is. But honestly, it's not even 50-50. It's like 70% of the time they're just joking around, and then the 30 is just knives come out in Minecraft, of course. But let's see, we're gonna add little cylinders to show scale. Well, one thing I can do is probably add a bunch of cylinders here, right? So if I have something like that, and just like a normal little, okay, we just have a cylinder in the scene, and now it's going to get smaller. And again, great way to practice like the different vanishing points, but it's going to get smaller as I go further back, because things do get smaller as they go further back. It's again, it's like something we know, but it's not something we all ever really think about, right? So it's one of those oh shit moments where you're like, oh, what the fuck? Proportion, scale, these are all things that exist. Actually, this, I shouldn't have made this as long. I made this equally as long as this, so now these look like two different cylinders, which is fine. You know, that happens. But and then maybe we can have another one, I guess kind of like here, right? And this one's also going a bit off, and it's like it's facing this way, so the vanishing point is there and somewhere off the page there. So I'll move it up a little. This one has to be really small. See? I just need to ensure that I don't make it as long. There you go. That length should be good enough. Okay, so it's kind of believable now. It's like, okay, we have a scale. Like this is big, that's small, right? You could even do the same thing with boxes here. Maybe some bigger boxes, some smaller boxes. Let's see, for this as well, right? And again, it could be, if we have one vanishing point there, maybe another one off the page, so we could have something like, something like that. Right? There you go. So it's like, okay, we are creating believability, depth, and everything staying on. This was an incredible exercise. Everything that the beginner grind node, this first perspective segment did, because there's gonna be 3 more, by the way, of these grind nodes, and each grind node has 9 exercises, right? So it's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing how much they make you genuinely internalize these things. And as you all know with me, I will do much more than what is required, because that is the only way to make things actually stick, right? But it is fucking amazing how they've done such a good job at let's see, I want to do something like that, where it's basically right there, at genuinely internalizing all of this, you know? Because now things start to look believable. That's really all that matters, is that things start to look believable. And look, like I set the scale here, right? For this one. Now I'm gonna just come back here and set it again. And watch. And we're gonna turn the orientation again. We'll have it maybe one vanishing point. Actually, no. Maybe we can have this one exact same. Right, so how would that look, actually? That wouldn't make any fucking sense. Well, I'll just do this. There you go, see? And we'll just... And for our brain to understand that they are the same structure, right? Even more than it kind of already understands now. I'm just gonna do this. Fuck. Just add a dot there. Add a dot here. That's not what I initially meant to do, but I was like, okay. These things are generally in the same scene, right? But what else can we do? What else can we do to make it seem as if it is all part of the plan? We can add another box, like that one. This time it's that way. There you go, see? So it's like, okay, we have things that are consistently being placed in scale with other things. And that is allowing us to believe that they exist in the same vein. Right? Even here, I could do the exact same thing. See? The exact same thing. Probably should have. But now, like, yeah, whatever. This is very close. That's the vanishing point. I can just make this a bit more drastic, right? Not the most perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's about being believable, right? I always strive for perfection, but I don't care if it's perfect. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Why does my voice sound like that? I do not know. I will never know why my voice randomly gets nasally. Right? Because I'm God. Now again, by association, we can just do we can have it, yeah, okay, we can do something like this. Right, it's converging there. This one is again far away off the page. And just like that, by creating these simple, consistent associations, I have created believability. It's like, okay, there's this thing with a box, this thing with the box, this thing with the box, right? This one could have actually been higher, and I should have probably drawn this a bit lower, right? But either way, it looks okay. And this line should connect. There you go. That looks a bit better. But yeah, but like, what else can we do? What else can we do to consistently establish scale? Easy. I could do something like this. Okay. What does that mean? Well, I can literally just do it right here again. See? Even though the line was a bit fucked. Okay, now I can do it here again. Ta-da! Not perfect, but now it's like, oh, okay, so these are all of the same sort of area, right? So it's like, okay, that also establishes scale. Scale, not skill, scale. But, oh, okay, it's been an hour and 3 minutes. Tomorrow I'm gonna add more shit on the top, right? Probably add more planes or whatever, something like that. I'll look into it. Maybe a helicopter. I mean, there's not really much to look into, and I don't even know why. I don't even know why I said tomorrow, because it's literally going to be either I'm gonna rest my brain and then do it again, or I'm gonna go to the gym and come back and do it. So either way, I'm gonna be doing this very soon. But yeah, hope this was entertaining, informative, enjoyable, blah 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 blah. I hope you drew along. More than anything, I hope you all drew along and really practiced those vanishing points in your minds and grinded your brain and derived enjoyment from learning. Because learning is joy. Joy is discomfort, and learning is joy. It's all a loop, right? I am uncomfortable. I feel good because I'm uncomfortable. Because I feel good, I enjoy this feeling of discomfort. And it's just a really good positive feedback loop. So keep reinforcing that to yourself, just like I am, right? And with that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. Thank you.